Unos, dos, tres, cuatro. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Back at it. Back at it like a Craftmatic. Bring that one back right there. Ho, 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 ho. Big salute to the Hood 6. What up? All the people who are popping up on Instagram. If you see me on Instagram, then you know what that means. That means I'm on YouTube. I'm on the tube. I'm out here. We're almost at the Christmas season. Who's that? Blamo. Big man like Blamo. Salute to Blamo. More life. Live from the dot. Salute, salute. Tap in right now. We're on YouTube. YouTube Live. We Love Hip Hop Network on YouTube. Big salute to Sean Myrone. You know what I'm saying? Down to Earth podcast. We are out here. We are out here. A lot of things to talk about. We're going to make sure to get y'all some new episodes before the Christmas season, or actually right on Christmas Day. Big salute to Trent Out Loud over there in MTL. That's my MTL brethren. We out here, man. Tap in. Let me make sure to give y'all, I'll put that over there. Shade in the 6, what up? We are out here. Make sure to let me know if my mic is sounding good. I'm going to put YouTube Live right there in the comments. Bong. Bong, bong. Bong, bong, nigga. And yeah, man, for all the people on YouTube who are tapping in right now, let yourself be seen. Comment gang strong. There's a lot of topics to get to. Let me see if I got my list of topics to talk about here. I do want to touch on the Eazy the Block Captain and Remy Ma super reveal at this point. Like they don't give no Fs. China Mac versus Adam22. And then also Andrew Shulz is in the mix right now, him and Fresh and Fit. That's a big story going around. Some Toronto things I definitely want to cover. Century GGG and 100 GGG charges upgraded. Moula first superfan presses Charlie B. And I also want to talk about this guy, the Toronto Joker. Big salute to A3 Entertainment, my homie BJ over there in the West Coast. Salute. There's a new interview that's out there right now, currently, with the boy Honcho Hoodlum. Make sure to check that out right now. What I should do. Oh, and Shade in the 6, I see you, Celine Dion. Celine Dion is dealing currently with some serious physical issues. You know what I'm saying? So we got to pray for Celine. For show. Let me see if I could pop out some of my stuff over here. I just dropped a clip from the Honcho Hoodlum interview that's going to be dropping mañana. I'm not sure. Actually, it's dropping tomorrow. Why am I even lying? Honcho Hoodlum interview dropping mañana. That's tomorrow. All right, for the people who don't understand Spanglish. Okay. Big salute to Hoodlum. He pulled up over there at Utopia Records. We had a great conversation. I would call it a conversation / debate about a lot of different things that are going on in the scene. So big salute to him. But for anybody who's on Instagram right now, tap in youtube.com/we love hip hop. Let's get a conversation going. Let me get off of that. Sorry, gang. Let me get out of there and do a few fixings and arrangings in the background. I see people are already tapping into the new Hoodlum interview, the new clip. Okay, don't get mad at me, okay, gang. I know people are like, "Yo, who do you think you are, Friday? You think you can just clip stuff? Who you think you're Adam22 and them mans? Only bigger podcasts and bigger channels are allowed to clip their stuff. You're not allowed to make any money. You're not allowed to make any content. Only the big boys." Right? Is that how that sound like? Let me show a little clip from this Hoodlum interview. And also, I want to give a big salute to the sponsors while we're getting this started over here. Big salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club. That's the sign that you see me. Pause. That's the sign that you see in the background right now. Okay, hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada. They'll get you delivery all across the GTA and across Canada. They got the best flour, edibles, shatter, all types of good stuff. Okay, hit them up once again. Diamond Club _Canada. They'll handle the things. Is it? Also, I want to give a big salute to Steamin' Hot Grabber. Where's my grabber shaker? I got a grabber shaker somewhere around here, but I got some pre-rolls that I'm gonna get into. Big salute to Steamin' Hot Grabber. All different types of grabber flavors, all different types of ways that you can use the grabber. Okay, you know, the grabber shakers, you know, grabber cans, all types of good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabber. Okay, let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. Use the code We Love Hip Hop on both Steamin' Hot Grabber and Diamond Club, and they'll give you a discount. One more. Exotic Hot Pot. Okay. They got some crazy different packaging and stuff like that. They got a packaging that looks like a ramen noodle, okay? And the loud is loud, all right? Okay, hit them up. They also do delivery all over the GTA. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot CA, okay? Let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you over there. And yeah, man, enjoy the loud. Big salute to the sponsors. I want to do an unboxing. I have a box here. Then I'm going to do an unboxing also that just came in from MTL. All right. Some rap soda. But let me play a little clip from this Honcho Hoodlum interview scene.
No, his pass is revoked right now. Currently, Aiden Ross's pass is revoked.
1 second, gang. What I should do and what I will do. 1 second, gang. Don't want y'all seeing too much back here. What I will do is get rid of this window here and recalibrate. Uno momento, gang. Put this in the right window. Now, this is a whole debate about checking in with my homie Hoodlum here.
Toronto. There's certain men who can't come to Toronto right now.
Who can't come to anyone can come to Toronto. Why yo?
You didn't know that niggas have to check in over here, fam?
Yo, wait. Why do Toronto niggas be lied to ourselves?
Big salute to Hoodlum.
Like, why do we lie to ourselves? Like, Toronto's not like it's bad, but it's not that bad. Like, niggas are out here. People be coming out here. Like, what are we talking about? There's no niggas that have to check in nowhere. Like, check in what?
Did you not see the DJ drama thing?
For sure, you just got caught slipping. Niggas get caught slipping everywhere. Niggas in Toronto get caught slipping.
Fam.
I see niggas in Toronto get robbed for their chains. What,
okay.
American niggas got robbed for their chains? American niggas been getting robbed for their chains at Carabana for years.
This is true.
What the fuck are we talking about? This is, whoa, okay, American nigga got robbed for their chains. Like, nigga, been happening.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah.
Everywhere niggas get robbed, fam. What the fuck? Niggas is
Yo, quick fast, gang. I had to bleep out a lot of F words. Salute to Hoodlum. He had me working on this interview right here. I had to do this in two folds. Chop up the interview first, okay? And then go back over it and then take out all of the F words. It's crazy. It took me about 4 hours.
We out here.
So niggas don't have to check in when they come to Toronto.
They have to check in nowhere. What the fuck? You think anybody, like, okay, let's say anybody says, yo, I'm coming to Toronto, yo, Hoodlum, I'm coming, yo, I'm gonna come link you. You think anybody could tell me I can't bring anybody to Toronto? Like, you understand what I'm talking about?
Here's the thing, fam.
No, I'm asking you a question. Like, you get what I mean? Like, do you think anyone would be like, yo, you can't bring that guy to Toronto? It's like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
bring that guy right to my fucking house. I'll bring him anywhere. Like, who the fuck?
Yeah, but to the club.
I go anywhere I go with anybody. Fam, if you're with me, you're with me. What the hell you think I'm gonna bring a nigga and I'm just gonna allow him to just get like anything that happened to him?
Yeah, but that nigga is checked in. He checked in with you.
That, like, you could say, yeah. You can
Hold
say
on,
that,
let me ask y'all, okay? While we're doing this, while we're reviewing this clip here, and make sure to check out the clip right now. Hit the subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit that like button for anybody who's popping in right now. I'm gonna ask y'all in the chats right now. Do you have to check in? Okay, let's do that. Let's start there with the first poll for the day. Do you have to check in to Toronto. The Tronto. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Mad question marks. All right. Let me know in the comments below. Do you have to check in when coming to the 6? Okay. And let me know in the comments also, if so, if yes, where do you have to check in and why?
You're saying people are banned. No one's banned until like.
Give me a second, gang.
No one's banned. Toronto's a big place.
Of course. But I'm saying, if you want to move around comfortably in some of these clubs where you get the best music and the hood niggas.
None of these clubs.
I don't know why this is getting a delay. Internet's acting wonky.
Anything can happen at any time.
We're good.
True.
It's a club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bunch of niggas in it.
Yeah.
Ratchet bitches.
Listen, fam, I'm not the one that endorsing the check-in. I'm just going by what the blogs be saying.
1 second, gang. There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing like Toronto's not like that.
So once again, I'm asking in the poll,
Bunch
do you
of
have
niggas
to
in it.
check in when you come
Ratchet
to Toronto?
bitches.
Listen, fam, I'm not the one endorsing the check-in. I'm just going by what the blogs be saying.
There's no
You know what I'm
checking,
saying?
nothing like Toronto's not like that.
Like when they took the
Check-in,
niggas'
like-
chain, they said, this is what you get for not checking in.
Yeah, for sure. But like who? Which one was that one?
Sound effect of the
drama
year.
They were holding
Okay,
up his chain.
yeah. See, but he got caught slipping. What the fuck was he? How are you slipping like that?
Listen, fam, niggas be
You get-
coming out here thinking it's sweet, bro.
But that's everywhere.
You know what I
That's
mean?
everywhere. Niggas get robbed everywhere. Niggas get shot everywhere. Things happen everywhere. Toronto's not the only place. Oh, watch it happens everywhere. It happens. I don't even think, if you Google it, I don't even think Toronto's the most dangerous city in Canada.
Probably not.
So then, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
how
I
dangerous
think
is
it's
it
like
really?
somewhere in Winnipeg or something like that.
Okay, obviously.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
niggas
yeah.
just cutting niggas and doing shit like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Listen.
Anyways, I think we had enough right there. We can understand what Hoodlum is saying. He's saying he doesn't believe in the check-in. He's saying that like a lot of that stuff is Toronto man's trying to pump. No, I don't want to say pump fake, but trying to overcompensate, I guess. You know, trying to be extra tough when they don't really have to. Toronto's a beautiful city. Probably not even the worst of cities that you can go to over here in Canada. You know what I'm saying? We can do a quick check on some of the worst cities in Canada, you know what I'm saying? And see what kind of survey or what kind of information we can find.
happen everywhere. Toronto's not the only place. Oh, watch it happens everywhere. It happens. I don't even think, if you Google it, I don't even think Toronto's the most dangerous city in Canada.
Probably not.
So then, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
how
I
dangerous
think
is
it's
it
like
really?
somewhere in Winnipeg or something like that.
Okay, obviously.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
niggas
yeah.
just cutting niggas.
So let's take a look here. And big salute to the comment gang. Dark Dreams, big thanks for the donation right there. Let me
just
take a look.
Doing shit like,
Yeah.
like
Neil Davis, what up? Let me see here. Why are we getting these delays on the YouTube? I'm gonna fix that in a second, gang. Make sure we don't get any delays. Let's see. Top 10 worst cities in Canada. Okay, so the 20 most dangerous cities in Canada. Let's take a look. Interesting. Now, most dangerous cities in Canada based on CSI. We've compiled the 10 most dangerous cities from our list. And hold on, y'all can see that on the screen. Make sure that y'all can see that properly. I'm not just reading to myself. Okay, so most dangerous cities from our list of 20 in the table below to make it easier to compare them. So and the CSI, so most dangerous Canadian. Okay. So Red Deer, Alberta, Timmins, Ontario, Lethbridge, Alberta, Kelowna, BC. This can't be real. Am I tripping? Are they going by capita per capita? Y'all believe in these cities right here that you're seeing on the list? Cornwall, Regina, Saskatchewan. Like, I understand that these cities, don't get me wrong, and no disrespect to any of those places. I know they get it in. But these stats seem a little bit skewed. Let's delve a little bit deeper into these internet screets. Let's go to McLean's or McLean's.ca. See what they saying. Okay. Thompson, Manitoba. Wow. Listen, fam, these lists. Cities, okay, Canada's most dangerous places, and this is back in 2020. Explore Canada's crime data with our in-depth interactive tools and see how your community ranks. Sorry for that ad. The rank tool is set to show the violent crime severity index by default. Click all crimes to see a ranking. Okay, so is there all crimes? Let's see here. North Battlefield is number 1. That's in Saskatchewan. Thompson, Manitoba. Queensney, British Columbia. West Cowin, Alberta. Portage La Prairie, Manitoba. Prince Albert and area, Saskatchewan. Yo, out west seems crazy. Where the hell is Toronto on any of these lists? Vancouver's 44. Am I in the Twilight Zone? One second here. Let's do a Control F. See if we can find Toronto on here. Toronto is 126. Let me see this. And I guess they're probably going by population, per capita, different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously when you take a look at CP24 or anything like that, it just seems like a shit show every day. But it seems like not that much. We're on 126 on this list right here. Violent crime index 107. Ranking 39 out of 237. 5-year change in crime 6.97. Interesting. Let's see. Firearms offenses. Let's see if. And then listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to get Toronto any higher on the list. Like, yo, where are we? But I guess when it comes to firearms, we're a little bit higher in the whole scheme of things. It's 22. All right. And I guess these numbers are the increases that with the red arrow next to it, that's the increase. And then if it's decreasing, then you get a green arrow. You know what I'm saying? It's like high school. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments over here. Comment gang strong. Big salute to Road to Success. He says, depends on the time of season. Wintertime, you're good, and summertime is killer time. Entertainment says Saskatoon. Saskatoon. I've heard about Saskatoon. I heard about Winnipeg too. I heard Winnipeg is they go crazy over there, right? Salute to the indigenous folks out there, but apparently they got like a lot of different like native gangs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? 1 second, gang. Babe, pass me a lighter, please. I got something over here. But big salute to Hoodlum. Let me see what else you got to say.
Yeah, man. Listen,
No.
fam, we.
I don't know if these internet's gonna be playing these type of games today. One second, gang. Thank you. Make sure the internet's not playing no games with me today.
We were flying over here.
No, his pass is revoked right now.
And that conversation sparked off of
LA, different from Toronto.
a part of the conversation that we had about Mac, or actually with Mac. We had Macadelic, pop on the phone and stuff like that. When I drop that tomorrow evening, make sure to tap in.
Like, those guys gangbang for real. Like, your grandma and grandpa. Our Bloods and Crips. Your mom's a Blood and Crip, and this is.
Internet's acting stupid today. Let me make sure I close some windows on this other side over here.
That's their culture. This is real. Like, oh, here it's not like that. What the fuck are you talking about? Niggas, dads are taxi drivers and plumbers and shit. And their son just want to be bad and go pick up a hammer and fuck. What are we talking about? None of these niggas, a bunch of these niggas never really grew from their dad's somebody, and then they're like, you understand what I'm talking about?
Generations of
gangbanging in the family. Like, that's
there's
what happens.
But not a lot.
Obviously, there's a few. Niggas know. We know. I know. Like,
so I guess he's trying to say that, because Toronto doesn't have generations and generations of gangbanging like places like the West Coast and different cities and states in the United States, that it's not really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the generations, a lot of these young boys, like their parents are cab drivers and different things like that. They're not like their dad is a Crip and then, their grandfather was a Crip, and you know what I'm saying? Like it don't go that deep in the history, right? So, like I said, look out for that interview dropping tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We'll get that popping off tomorrow. And yeah, man, tap in. Let me make sure I do this unboxing here first, quick fast. And let me open my Instagram also. Tap into me on Instagram, Friday Ricky Dread. Let's see here. Ricky Dread. Let's go on my gram. I got something here courtesy of Rap Soda. Let me show y'all something quick fast. Boom. Some strawberry pineapple soda. Okay, this is Rap Soda. It's from Montreal. Big salute to Anima. I think he has like his own flavor and stuff like that. That's a big Montreal rapper. Pina Colada Deluxe. Holy. This is crazy. Let me pull up their Instagram page. Rap Soda. I keep on saying it in a French accent because it's from Montreal, but it's Rap Soda, basically. And they're not only in Montreal, like they distribute all over the place. Rap Soda. Let's see here. Make sure y'all can see that on the screen. Bada boom, bada bing. Big salute to Rap Soda. All right, that's the one that I got right there. Where's the homie? See, Anima, he got his what flavor this nigga got? Let me try this shit out though. Let's see what else they got in here. Hold on. Before I move on, one more, two more, because that's big love for them to be sending me sending us this care package. I'm gonna save a couple of these over for B3 and Dusty Wallace's, for this weekend when we do the podcast. But thank you very much, bro. Holy. What's this one here? Cream soda. I don't know. Yeah, cream soda. Yeah, it's just cream soda. You know which one I'm going to try? I'm going to try this pina colada flavor here. Let me make sure there's no alcohol in this mofo. You know what I'm saying? Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, because, you know, sober MC over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get spiked. Don't try to spike the punch. Let's try this out. I got a glass of some ice ready. Let's give it a taste tester. Not bad. Not bad. Damn, it's pretty good, yo. Yeah, man, check them out. What is it? Drink Rap Soda on Instagram. Let me make sure y'all can see that on the screen here quick fast. I'll pull back up their Instagram page. Drink Rap Soda. Okay, that might be the French way of saying it because actually no, like I wonder what the French translation of it. Soda Exotique. Okay, follow them on Instagram, yo. Some good shit right there, brother. Okay, so let's get to some of these stories that I actually have written down because there's a lot of different things to get to here. Let me run through my list here. Charleston White. Let's start with him. Let's start with Charleston White. Let me see if I can find something via DJ Academics' Instagram page. He probably has the most up-to-date Charleston White arrest things. Now, apparently Charleston White was arrested for animal cruelty. There's something about a Actually, you know, why am I going on Axe page? I posted about this myself. Let me go on my own damn page. Salute to you, Act, but I got this. All right, so Charleston White arrested for animal cruelty. All right, there's the man, the myth, the legend. And we'll go into some articles to make sure that we can get all the information correct here. So, cruelty to livestock animals and failed to, provision, I guess, would be the cutoff word or abbreviation they have here. What else does it say here? Let me go find a better version of this. Let's go look this up. Let's investigate. And Charleston White, he's been making a lot of waves. He's basically a professional interviewer. That's what we'll call Charleston White at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, he makes his rounds. He's over there on Say Cheese on a regular basis. Where else? I've been seeing him on the Dancing Project a little bit more, but he gets paid to do interviews. He doesn't have his own YouTube channel. He did once upon a time, but over the years, I guess some of the things that he says has, been against YouTube's TOSs. So he's gotten banned off of YouTube. He had, I don't know how many Instagram pages. And I'm not even going to go and repeat some of the wild stuff that Charleston White has said on over the years. His root, for the people who don't know, who might be tapping into this, is, he's gone through his share of legal issues back in the days. He spent multiple years in jail, came out, started speaking to the youth, going to schools, turning his life around in a real way. Okay, so he's known more as an activist, or was known as an activist once upon a time, known as a youth worker. He was an inspiration to the community. Okay, somewhere along the way, I think if I could recollect, over the last 2 years or so, he started popping up more and more up on Say Cheese and different places like that. And he just started giving real crazy takes. It started with King Von and a few other Chicago rappers. And the funny thing with Charleston White is the takes that he gives, they're wrapped in, good information and then a bad ending at the end of the information. Like, he'll say a bunch of good shit like, you know, we got to denounce these gangbangers, and you know they're killing our young youth, our young people in the neighborhoods and different things like that, and a lot of information that we need to hear. But then say some other wild stuff like, you know, some racist stuff, or say something just like, you know, talking about raping women and just different things that he knows can get him canceled. But at this point, because he doesn't have his own platform, he doesn't care anymore. So he'll go pop up on somebody else's platform. I see some of the videos up on Say Cheese and different places like that. Like, they got millions and millions of views, right? Like, Charleston White is like a view generator. He's like a clout generator, basically. Listen, multiple thumbnails on him right now. Charleston White, I'm willing to kill and go to jail for free speech. This is Funky Friday's Cam Newton, right? This is Cam Newton talking about him. Right, is this with him on it? No, Cam Newton had him on. 6.5 million views. Okay. I was seeing something the other day, a Say Cheese clip here. This is Real Life Productions. 565,000 views in 8 days. So they're quickly on the way to 1 million. Okay? Like, I don't know what his asking fee is. I've never asked Charleston White for an interview myself. Actually, I have. I'm lying. I've asked him for an interview, but I've never gotten a response. But I'm sure the response is going to be something like 30,000. I'm going to need 30,000 to do this. Right? Say Cheese, 7 days ago, full interview, hour and 17 minutes, 396,000 views. 30,000. Wait a minute. I'm tripping. I'm saying more like 3,000. Whoa. Calm down, Friday. Right? Peace Love said, Friday, open up the checkbook. Yeah, right. Listen. At this point in time, right now, I'm worried for a lot of the people who have invested their money into getting a Charleston White interview. Because for all we know it, any coverage on this guy or any interviews with him, especially interviews with him saying some real wild, crazy takes, might get taken off of YouTube. So you might have bought that interview, or, you know, paid to get that interview appearance with Charleston White, and then your video comes down a year from now. Okay? Like, we had, what's his name? Chris Sky on the show. We didn't pay for him to come onto the show. However, you know, it was a pretty big interview. He has some real controversial points, and lo and behold, the interview came crashing down maybe about a year later with a strike. Pow! Right in the kisser. So, you know, it can happen. I'm not trying to wish it on anybody, but just if you spent like the maximum amount, the premium Charleston White price, you might need to distribute that content in other places, Facebook, you know, the website, different places, so that you can make sure that you can keep the monetization going. Or the video might not even be monetized. He says some wild shit. So, okay, social media star Charleston White reportedly arrested on charges currently cruelty towards animal. While detained, information, and by the way, he's out now, okay? He got bail, he's out, okay? While detained, while detailed information about the arrest has not been released yet, an alleged arrest report went viral on social media platforms, seemingly revealing other charges against him. As per the alleged report, White was arrested on December 18, 2023 in Tarrant County, Texas. He was reportedly arrested on 2 counts of aggravated assault with deadly weapon and 1 count of animal cruelty. And I guess they're going to go through his criminal history. I'm not going to read through his criminal history. Okay. Actually, no. Let's go back right here. Let me make sure y'all can see that on the screen. Proper. Make it a little bit bigger for y'all to see. Pause. Bong. Okay, so in March this year, the FBI launched an investigation against White after he reportedly charged with kidnapping an Asian woman, as per Hip Hop DX. The publication reported that a video featured him being escorted by 2 police officers, and he was later released from custody. White revealed on an Instagram live that he was at his mother's home, and when he was picked up by the FBI. White further stated that someone got in touch with the FBI and sent a picture of a M50 he purchased. The picture was allegedly featured White holding a weapon inside a gun store. What's this? Let's go over the Hip Hop DX report here.
Stop, man, how the f- y'all know where I was? They say we watch your lives every day, Charles. We love you. We're a fan of you. So I'm sitting in the car.
Salute to
man,
iReligion.
they calling this. Oh, that's all right, Charles. They treat me too nice. That alarmed me. Yeah, man, say, man, what's taking them so long? Man, I wonder the same thing, Charles. Is it a warrant out for me? You know when he's scared, he go to ask out. He talking tough, but them questions let you know you're scared. Am I gonna see the judge in the morning? Yeah, all that kind of am I gonna get a bond? Real life. It ain't real life. Police officer. Officer Garrett Hull. Fort Worth police officer. 3 tours in Iraq, 18 years on the force. He was SWAT. He was a bad motherfucker. They called him Rambo. Yeah, my homeboy's son fired 1 shot and killed him. Dacian steptoe. I went and held security for my nigga and his wife, right? Whenever a police officer is killed, the police from all over the country come to this one town, and they real gangster.
Get to the shits, bro.
Steptoe. He had literature marks on his neck where he choked him. They shot him in the chest. And I'm having fun playing, right? So, I got over 30 rifles. I ain't gonna mention the handgun. I got a lot of goddamn guns, bulletproof vests, bullets.
A lot of guns.
I got a lot of nigga. I need bitches. Held hostage in my mama house.
Okay, here we go. Here's the meat and potatoes. Pause.
It can't be infiltrated right now because they don't know what we talk about at the dinner table. They're not there. So the black people think I'm clowning. The powers that be paying very close attention to what I'm saying.
Facts.
When I purchased that 50 cal machine gun, that's what made them come. On top of the fact that somebody called the FBI and told them that I had 3 Chinese bitches held hostage in my mama house, that I got Glocks with switches on them, and I got some homemade bombs. That wasn't nobody but China Magnum, because I was saying Chinese men got small dicks.
Oh yeah, I do remember that whole thing with China Mac. You know what I'm saying? Because that is one of the wild things that he said. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing about Asian people and their private parts and stuff like that. And like, I'm not gonna say he went too far. Like, that's not the craziest thing that he said. You know what I'm saying? But that was one of the wild things that came out of his mouth. And you know, China Mac, he's always there at an opportunity for some clout. So he clapped back and they had a back and forth. But I don't think China Mac, you know, set that whole FBI thing up. But basically, things are starting to come out the woodworks with this whole animal cruelty thing. I want to find out more about the animal cruelty thing. Let's see if we can go on Instagram and find Mr. Charleston White. I think he was talking earlier. He can't be tagged on stuff. Let's go on his Instagram page. So this is him 9 hours ago. He back, smiling. I guess it's his birthday. Okay, well, his last post was from hella long ago. Let's see. I want to do some quick investigating here and see what's going on. If there's been any updates since he's been home. Because he got bail immediately. And they're saying it's non-livestock, which I don't know what that means. Let me see. Let's do some article searching here. Some internet surfing. Animal cruelty. Let's see. Which one should I choose? Let's go to complex, see what they're saying. Animal cruelty, aggravated assault with a weapon. Arrest made Monday. His bond was set for $31,000. All right. So he had it. That's good for him. He had the $31,000 to get himself out. Salute to you, broski. I want to make this a little bit bigger on the screen. Let's see what this is here. Let's see what this is here. How do I get this to pop up a little bit bigger on the screen, gang? Hold on, I'm going to save this image so I could take a look at it a little bit closer. Here's what I'll do. What does say here? Charleston White, cruelty to non-livestock animal, aggravated assault. All right, so let's look up non-livestock animals. That's what we need to find out what that is. Non-livestock animals. There we go. Let's just give me a definition. I don't want no freaking whole article about this. Okay, so y'all can see that on the screen right there. Domesticated living creatures, including stray away feral cats or dogs, wild living creatures previously captured. This would include dogs, cats, rodents, and reptiles. Here's another list here. Gerbils, guinea pigs, hamsters, arachnids, invertebrates. Holy smokes. Mice, rats, sugar gliders. What the flick is a sugar glider? Someone show me a sugar glider. My girl just said it's a marsupial. Let's take a look at this, gang. Let me find out Charleston White was slapping up the sugar gliders. Let's take a look. One of these. Y'all ever see the sugar glider before? Is that what he had over there? Or maybe he just had a... Listen, I watched Star earlier. A lot of people are speculating that it was a cat. He got attacked by a cat. And he had to hit the cat with the... Bow! Hit him with the blicky. I think that would be a little bit extreme. Or he pepper sprayed a cat. That's what the rumor is right now. Is that he pepper sprayed a cat. Okay? Because you know Charleston be running around with that pepper spray. He do kung fu with that pepper spray. Spray fu. Okay? But let me find out you're out here slapping up the sugar gliders here, fam. That's a cute animal right there. Looks like it got some wings. It kind of looks like a cross between a bat and a squirrel. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing that people don't play with Charleston White is the animals, yo. Okay, you can go slap the shit out the 4-year-old. Slap the shit out the dog. It's a wrap for your life. No, I'm playing. The 4-year-old gets the equal or more energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing. You know, slap the shit out of your somebody's wife or husband. Whoa, listen, calm down. Kick the dog. Whoa, somebody's head's got to roll. Put this man in jail. All right. My wife, yeah, she was talking a little bit too much. The dog, he ain't never do nothing. It's just a dog. Right? You know how it goes, gang. But listen, man, salute to Charleston. Well, actually, I'm not going to say salute to Charleston White because I don't support a lot of the wild things that you be saying, homie. There's other things that I do support, but you've said so much other wild things that I don't think that I can give you a salute. One thing I do want to ask, though, quick, fast, before we get off of this topic. What's next? What can Charleston White keep on doing into 2024? Okay, because we're at the end of the year. We're, 5 days before Christmas. Is it just going to be more interviews, get into more altercations? Apparently he got beat down at a comedy show not too long ago, like literally last week, right? So get into more altercations, get into more stuff, and then pull up at some platform, get a check and go do an interview. Like, I'm not in the man's pockets, but let's say that he's doing like 3,000 to 5,000 an interview, tops 10,000. You got to be doing a lot of interviews a year to be really covering your bills. To get over 100,000 in income per year, you got to be doing a lot of interviews. Like, you got to be doing multiple interviews per month at those rates. Okay. So, and with that being said, like, if he had the money like that, he wouldn't be asking Aiden Ross or any of these niggas for any money neither. Okay. So it's evident that he doesn't have that kind of money. Okay. That 31,000 that they have to pay for the bail, that doesn't mean that he has to up 31,000. He has to up a percentage of that, okay, to be able to get out. So 10%, so $3,100. Somebody can cover that, you're out of there, but you're on bail. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's going on with him, man. I don't really see a lot of people being that interested in Charleston White into 2024. Because you got to keep on upping the ante on what you do. And there's only so many different places he can go from here. Okay? You know, he can do a couple of celebrity boxing matches, Ray Tay. And then after that, we're kind of over it. So we'll see what's going on. If anything does happen, obviously, we'll keep you updated. Anywho, there's been something going on here in the backgrounds with Eazy the Block Captain and Reminisce, aka Remy Ma. Let me see if Ack posted it first, quick fast, because you know what I do want to talk about? I want to talk about that Drake stuff, but we'll save that for later. Here's what I'll do, because I didn't even freaking prepare a link for this. Let's go over into the YouTube streets. Remy Ma. Eazy the Block Captain. Because apparently something leaked. Eazy the Block Captain addresses rumors. Remy Ma. Okay, is this the recording? This might be just a straight recording. If it is, then we're in luck. Okay, so hopefully this is just the straight recording of something that leaked, basically, with Eazy the Block Captain talking about finessing Remy Ma this whole time.
Trending topics, Remy Ma need to stop it.
No, No. I don't want that battle. Okay, here we go.
One, I did not get into no fight with nobody.
Yeah, so it's just like, you know, as far as that, like, because it's just, how is that going to work? How is it going to work though now? Like, even if you go back with the ball, right, which, all right, I'll come out, explain everything that happened. Yo, we was fucking with each other. You was cheating on ball.
The ball, dude. Okay, just for translation.
Such a whatever happens, let's say Love and Hip Hop pick it up. Y'all get back together. How does now, I get a bag, you know what I mean? I get a little bag, I get a little check, couple little, you know what I'm saying? Such and such a, you know what I mean? I'm the boy that such and such a cheat. I'm around now. I'm a little bit. So at the end of the day, it kind of fit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it fit everybody.
I did not get into no fight with nobody.
Wow.
I'm saying I'm too comfortable. I should have knew me being in fucking New York, me being at Remy, and I know fucking this bitch. I knew this nigga should have been plotting on me because I would have been doing the same thing. You know what I mean? This nigga was in the city.
I did not get into no fight with nobody.
No blood, no nothing. No blood, no scratch, no nothing. Nigga, he had 2 cleans on.
2, nobody has ever knocked me
2 cleans
out ever in life.
In life, period.
In life, period.
So there's been some leaks, okay, of Eazy the Block Captain, Eazy the Block Captain talking about Remy Ma and the relationship that they have. Okay, now in that, I guess he's saying, you know, we'll keep on playing this out. It becomes, you know, I'm the guy that she cheated on with, and then, you know, it end up like a love and hip hop storyline, blah, 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 blah. He seems to have it all figured out. Like, whoever he was talking to on the phone, you know, he had the whole plan figured out for 2023 or 2024, to be honest, because I guess the getting caught is part of the whole plan, right? According to him. Allegedly, or not even allegedly, according to this guy here, that it's part of the whole plan. And if anything goes wrong, then, you know, we could just end up on Love and Hip Hop. See, look at this. That's Pap right there. That's hubby. Because I think they might be separated, but, and that's Eazy. Look at that. One second. There was let me pull it back. Pull it back. Where's that picture again? Oh, this is even a better one. This is the best one. Look at the resemblance. Holy smokes. She's got a type, eh? That's crazy. So, here's what I think. I think that Eazy is a clout chaser. I don't think this is a hot take. Okay? He's reveling. He's eating up all of this extra attention. Right? Like, when it comes to being into this battle rap game, it's not as easy, and any of the rap game, it's not easy to get attention out here. Okay? There's a lot of people out here getting attention. Like, we just talked about Charleston White for like 20 minutes or something like that. And he don't rap. And there's a whole bunch of people on my list that don't rap. So being a rapper and trying to accumulate attention online so that you can push whatever music, whatever part of your talent that you're trying to push is not easy. What's even harder is doing that and being a battle rapper. Okay? Eazy the Block Captain is not known for his tunes. I'm not here listening to a whole bunch of Eazy the Block Captain music videos. Okay, when I look him up, I don't see any music videos. Okay? I see battles. I see him talking about battles. All right? Eazy the Block Captain. Intense convo about the John the Don battle. Where's his music? Where's the music, gang? And the thing is, All battle rappers make music. I don't think there's one battle rapper who doesn't low key or high key make music. So the ultimate goal in the end of the day, when it comes to getting into the battle rap game, whether it's already having a music career or starting a music career and that not doing as well as you wanted to do, so you're like, okay, I can battle these niggas and just gain notoriety like that. Or just realizing that, you know what, I don't want to be one of these, I don't want to be associated with the rest of these clown ass rap niggas. So I'm going to be one of these real rappers and get to the bars. You don't even need to hear a beat. And I'm going to get tens of thousands for doing these battles. But I'm going through I'm scrolling, fam. All I'm seeing is face-offs, interviews, shorts, battles. Not one music video. Okay? So we're not going to act like Eazy the Block Captain is out here being known for his music. And I'm sure he wants to. By any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? According to his phone call, unless it's AI or something like that, by any means necessary, he's going to get his name heard. So I'm going to get with this older chick right here. I'm going to stir up the pot. I'm going to make her love me. And if anything happens with her and her hubby and it blows out into the public, we could run it as a storyline on Love and Hip Hop. It's a win-win. Right? According to the phone call. But the fact that we're able to hear the phone call is where things get a little fishy. I'm just saying. Jamie Persona, what up? Said salute to Rick. Happy holidays from Van City. Van City in the building. Yeah, man. At least with Papoose. And Papoose is not even known as a battle rapper. He's just a supporter of battle rap. Okay? His wife has a whole league. And the man's not even going to the battles no more. Low-key, they probably been broke up from time. I don't want to get like shade roomy on this shit like this, but like they probably ain't been together for a minute. I feel like she's mentioned this at some point. So I don't know. If this tape is a real tape, which from what it seems, it's a real tape or a real recording that got leaked, and Eazy the Block Captain has these real intentions in the end of the day, like, hey, I don't care. This is just a come up for me, blah, blah. Now, unless Remy is just completely not invested as far as feelings wise, she's probably going to get a little offended. She's going to be like, so what? You're just looking at me as a come up? If she don't care, if he was just like, I got some young guy, trying to get her groove back, Ray Tay Tay, maybe Papoose isn't really treating her the way that she needs to be treated. Who knows what's going on in their home, okay? We're assuming a lot. A lot of people are like, yo, Papoose, he held her down. You know what I'm saying? The man never even he never even got one piece of pom-pom for the whole 7 summers. How could you do this to him? You know what I'm saying? For all we know, Papoose is, giving her ham hocks on the side of her head. Coming home, soiling up the sheets, giving her all types of venereals and all types of stuff. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just putting out the theories out there. Okay? She could have had enough. Oh, you think you the head of TuneCore or the TuneCore whatever division? Oh, you think you good? You think you hot now, right? Okay, you feeling yourself now, right? Okay. Nigga staying at the office a little bit later, getting cute with the secretary. She's like, all right, I'll show you Papoose. I'll give me a Papoose 2.0. You know what I'm saying? Even the color scheme. Who made this picture right here? I got to give them some love right here. This is courtesy of Hollywood Unlocked. Salute to Jason Lee over there at Hollywood Unlocked. The color scheme. The green with the green hair and the green fur over here. And then this nigga wearing the green and her wearing, yo, she stays twinning with her boo. Wow. She's consistent with the twinning. Twinning. Twinning is winning. I should make that the title of this shit. Twinning is winning, yo. So yeah, man, I think that the boy Eazy, aka Papoose Light, he's a little bit clout chasey. And if he's responsible for letting this leak, which I do think he's responsible for this is an extra clout boost right before the New Year's or right before the Christmas holidays. Okay, trying to get all that content in right before the Christmas holidays for us to ride out to. You know what I'm saying? Us to eat that Christmas turkey to some news. And he was like, I got another one for you. I got another one. What happened was there was this leaked recording. Oh my God. Right? And him now letting this leak is gonna backfire on him. Okay? He's gonna lose his side piece. He's gonna lose his quote unquote sneaky link for trying to be too clout chasey. Okay? That's just my prediction. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. But let's move on. China Mac versus Big 22, aka Adam22. I did have some stuff about this on my Instagram page. Let me pull up my homepage here. We'll go through some slides. Let me make sure y'all can see that. China Mac versus Adam22. These guys are fighting for Crip Mac's honor. I guess China Mac's more fighting for Crip Mac's honor. I think Adam22 just wants people to leave him alone. He's like, yo, bro, just trying to like do some movies with my girl, go hang out with my kid later, do some gambling. I don't know why all these black people and Chinese guys keep on. I know, I'm playing. So it started with it didn't start here, but
the judge on Wednesday. But
we'll start from here and then we'll go back.
I already had my whole week booked to interviews and
No, Adam.
And that's when they said they're not going to let him out while he's waiting. I know, but what am I going to do? I got people flying in to do interviews. I got to cancel my whole.
But you could pause the interview a little bit.
Yeah, you could have went. You could have
like the interview could wait a little bit.
You could have feel like that's his life. Like 12 to 2.
I got my whole week booked every week. Look at this. Wednesday, I got 7 things I got to do throughout the day.
Adam, as a
we love hip hop.
Whatever nigga is, yeah.
And what they're arguing over here about on the on the Adam and Wack show is, I guess Adam had gotten he got notified, or called into, can you come into Crip Mac's bail hearing? And from what he was saying, he got they asked him maybe about 24 hours before. However, he did say they asked him on Monday to come in on Wednesday. So that's kind of 48 hours before. Just saying.
8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Booked.
He needs you there, though.
What am I going to do?
He needs you, though, bro.
I wish I could have done it.
And he can't make it because he's got a lot of things scheduled. People are flying in, a whole bunch of different things, okay? But that little discrepancy about the 24 hours, like Monday to Wednesday, that's about maybe 36, almost 48 hours, okay? You know what I'm saying? Depending on what time of the day he got, they asked him, you know what I'm saying? Them being China Mac.
That's crazy.
You can, man.
You could, though.
Well, I'm not supposed to just cancel my whole schedule for just everybody I know. I'm sorry. I'm a businessman.
But put your feet in there.
What you supposed to do?
What?
Call his attorney, whoever it is, ask him what time his court going to be.
Or to push his court day back.
They say his court day is going to be, court time going to be.
And they're pressing Adam heavy, and Wack 100 don't even like Crip Mac like that.
10 o'clock, whoever you got scheduled from 10 to 1, move it to the next day.
Especially if they're not a joint.
The next day is
for the
full
hotel room. Tell him, delay him.
He's like, I'm
put
busy.
him in a hotel. I don't even with Crip Mac, but I don't like seeing niggas in jail.
Nobody deserves to be.
So you'd cancel your trip to the Congo
for Blueface?
No, to go on pod.
For Crip Mac?
Huh?
But you, I don't know.
He playing too much.
As good as Crip Mac is.
I wasn't going to cancel 4
They talk about
interviews.
Blueface in there. I wouldn't.
I called you
if I was
one
at the
night.
airport.
But that's your
called you
job.
one night for Blueface.
And what happened?
You don't remember that?
What day?
Blueface said he thought he was James Bond. Let me tell you, the was driving so fast in Hollywood.
Okay, so we'll go forward in the
right?
slides here.
Ever since Crip Mac went to court, you know, but I've been busy. I've been, you know, running around. I've been taking care of a lot of shit. You know, I've been doing a lot of shit for Crip Mac because, you know, he's locked up and, you know, I'm outside. So I'm handling a lot of stuff.
He's
for him,
outside.
trying to take care of his lawyer situation for him.
And this is China Mac back in New York City, okay? Let's keep that in mind. It's not China Mac driving around the streets of L.A. right now, still trying to figure out, okay, you know, how could I get my mans out of jail? I'm not going back to the East Coast until I get Crip Mac out of jail. I can't believe this. No, he's you can see snow. You see the trees in the background right there? Can y'all see the tree? That's not a palm tree, gang. That's the East Coast. He's home.
I'm also handling stuff for myself, and I'm also traveling. So it took me a minute, but I do want to
Sounds like excuses.
update y'all, not for content, but because I know a lot of y'all are invested into this
But for content.
channel. A lot of y'all really care about Crip Mac. So I don't want to just leave y'all hanging, like, and y'all don't know what's going on with Crip Mac. And then you got all these fucking bozos all over the fucking internet making shit
Guidelines,
just so
bro.
they can get views, like, you know what I'm saying?
I know,
But we gonna
I
get to
know,
that,
I
you know what I'm saying?
know.
How my bros Zip with the Drip say, let's get to that. We gonna get to that in a minute. But let me just give y'all an update on Crip Mac's status. So Crip Mac went to court a couple days ago, and basically this, right? Happened, so I knew there was a possibility. So that's why I even asked Adam. I really didn't want to ask Adam for nothing, honestly. You know what I mean? But I felt like it was important, so I asked him. Adam said that he was busy, but I'm like, okay, you could push your interview back. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? This is for somebody's freedom. This is for somebody that you call your friend, your buddy-waddy, your...
He said his buddy-waddy.
You know, whatever the fuck else he calls him. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, all right. I didn't say all that.
Yo,
I
who's
said
the
that in
dirt?
my head.
Or sorry, what's the dirt? Big thanks for the donation right there. He says, "Merry Christmas, brother." That's my homie right there. What's the dirt? Look out for that interview out right now. Hold on. What's the dirt in the mother effing building? Holy.
You know, because that's what I said in my head. I ain't trying to, you know. But so then I was like, oh, can you send one of your, somebody that works for you, Josh or somebody, somebody preferably that's white, that's like, that can say that represent No Jumper, the company, and say that Crip Mac is an employee and that, he's in good hands. He didn't left me on scene. He left me on scene. Adam left me on scene on that. And I just felt like, again, I don't have nothing personal with him, but I felt like that was some sucker bitch shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I knew.
So apparently he got to Adam. Yo, it's getting crazy in the background over there. Like, what is this man driving through a snowstorm? Look in the back window over here. You can't see nothing back there, fam. Like, I know he made it home safe, but bruh, that must have been a crazy day over there in New York City. So he got to Adam. He hit him up in the DMs. He asked if, hey, yo, Adam, can you go over there? Maybe send, Josh, somebody. Adam let him know, I'm going to be a little bit busy, blah, 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 blah. Then he asked, can you send one of your people, maybe Josh or somebody? And Adam left them on scene. I'm still have the little discrepancy of the 24 to or 48 hour time span in there. Like, which one is it? Is it 24 hours or was it 48 hours? I really need to know that.
All right.
But Adam caught wind of this, and big salute to Poetic Flacco. He did an amazing breakdown. I think it's like 40 minutes long about the real backstory of why China Mac and Adam22 have issues.
I seen China Mac talking shit, running his mouth. Let me explain something to you. I got 20 full-time employees. And when I have a day of 4 full-length interviews, that shit's important to me. That shit impacts the bottom line. And I'm not really feeling sitting here and taking business advice from some guy who can't even manage his own career. Never mind Crip Mac. I mean, you were trying to be his manager. he got this case. He caught all these gun charges under your watch. So that's on you. And then this dude who's never been successful at anything in his entire life is trying to tell me how to run my business. Bro, if you wanted me at the bail hearing, you should have told me more than 24 hours in advance and I would have made it happen. In fact, I was just talking to Lupe and we are going to make it happen because she actually gave me some good notice. But meanwhile, you are just...
Yeah, because right now they are going to be showing up to his next bail hearing. He's going to look out for Crip Mac.
Out here in no man's land because everything that you ever tried to do streaming wise has absolutely failed, and now Crip Mac's gone, so you can't glaze him any further since that was the only thing giving you any kind of relevance. I don't know where the fuck this dude gets off speaking about me. I seen China Mac talk.
Okay, so he's walking around in the backyard. He's angry. You know what I'm saying? And he went back inside, and then he came back outside with a shirt on.
It's because his
he think about the time frame. He's walking outside with the wife beater now, right? Or I guess we can't call them wife beaters anymore. With the tank top now. He's like, this must be really early. Like, just woke up, sees the gram. He's like, oh my God, this clout chasey mofo. And he decided to just open the phone and start going in. Went inside, probably had a coffee, chilled out for a second, put on some clothes, and then still had it on his mind. Because look.
Schedule is open today, tomorrow, the day after that, and every day for the rest of time. And I'm not joking. This is a grown-ass man with no responsibilities, no business, no employees, no dependents, nothing. He got nothing going on. So how the fuck are you going to sit there and talk about...
I'm just repeating what he's saying. I'm not saying that this is really true for you, China Mac.
A grown-ass multimillionaire with 20 people on the payroll when you got nothing going on. And China Mac, I don't even want to get into this because people that I don't want to offend are going to get hurt in the process. But tell them why you ain't been on Vlad in a few years. Tell them about how faking shit has led you into all kinds of bad situations where even somebody like Vlad, who was the first person to look out for you, the first person to put you on, he don't fuck with you anymore. Why is that? Should we talk about that?
Talk about
because his schedule.
So here's what I thought at first. You know, before, once again, Poetic Flacco did that in-depth breakdown on the whole root of the whole Adam22 and China Mac era and saga and how it all started. I thought it was this. I thought it was him having Vlad on his show and doing a prank. I thought that was the only thing that set off the 22 stir. Or sorry, that, you know, prevented Vlad from having China Mac interviews. Because to be honest, I was thinking to myself, I haven't seen a China Mac update. A lot of things have happened with him. You know, him with Crip Mac, all these different, you know, ups that he's been going through. A lot of, you know, high views that he's been getting on his music videos. Sorry, not music videos. I can't even speak today. He's been getting a bunch of traction, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Way more than he was getting before when he was doing his Mac Eats and all that other stuff. So I would have thought that maybe Vlad would have had him in for an update, something. Okay? But the last time that he did have him on is when he had to fight with AD. But when I was watching this back and forth, I thought that he wasn't on Vlad TV because of this.
That's why. Bitch ass nigga, you drunk. I'm like, oh, fuck that shit. I'm trying to fuck that nigga.
So apparently somebody's getting robbed in China Mac's house here, and this or apartment here.
What bitch ass Ohio niggas? All right, yep. I'm gonna show you, nigga. On the set, I'm gonna show you, nigga. That's what you talking about, nigga.
Yo, bro. Yo, what y'all doing? What you doing, bro?
What's up, cuz?
Oh, man.
What's up, cuz?
Oh, man, I think you should go. Yo, hey, yo. Yo. Hey, yo, Vlad. You've been fucking pranked.
Corny.
You've been pranked, Vlad!
But that's not the
case.
case.
Yo, Maxes, what's going on? Tap in real quick, man. We got another update, you heard? Because earlier, I made an update about C-Mac's court date.
See that movement right there? Okay, take a real look at these movements here. Who moves like this? Okay, sorry, let's go back to the slide. Who moves like this?
Hey, yo, Maxters, what's going on? Tap in real quick, man. We got another update, you heard? Because earlier, I made an update about C-Mac's court date. And, you know, in that, I mentioned, you know, the exchange between me and Adam22.
Here's the problem I have with Crip Max videos. Like, I'm sorry to keep on pausing these, okay? The problem what's the third? Was like, a junkie? What? Did you go to the bathroom for a little bit too long there, Crip Mac? Right? Had to go powder your nose there, broski. Watch him.
Adam22 got a wind of it, and he ain't like it. You know, he ain't like it. I mean, I get it, you know, because
truth hurts. The way he's moving is crazy. It's either super cold out there, or he's on some super good stuff.
You know what I'm saying? And then plus, you know, he got a bruised ego, a real fragile ego. So, you know, anything is gonna, you know, get him upset. You know what I mean? Especially when it's truth. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's truth coming from a person that he don't want to hear the truth.
Let me get a close-up right here. Let me see what's going on here. Let's do a quick examination here. Because sometimes you can, the giveaway is the redness under the nose. If it's too, you know, raw, got too much all this raw stuff there, and like, bro, you've been going in a little bit too much, fam. You need to calm down. You got a problem. Seek help.
You know what I'm saying? So Adam said, he said, oh, China Mac, you're a failed rapper, you're a failed everything. How can you tell me what to do? Hey, yo, Maxters, what's going on? Failed at everything. You know what I'm saying? Well, to my defense,
here comes the cope.
22. The first time you met me, you had my whole Chinese dick in your mouth, bro.
Hey, like, yo.
You remember that? Yeah. We was in Rolling Loud, right? In Queens at Shea Stadium. And you came up on me. I didn't say nothing to you. You came up to me, remember? You was with, I think House Phone was next to you or somebody was next to you. And you was like, China Mac, the legend. Yeah, you remember that, right?
Taking that close up for a second, gang. Holy smokes. Okay, actually, here's the telltale. What's going on here in the sunglasses? I want to see where the camera is, because people don't be knowing, right? The sunglasses are that's the telltale right there. All right. What's the reflection going on the sunglasses here? Where's the tripod? Who's holding the camera? Is it his girl, or is she like, can you hurry up and do this freaking stupid video so we can get back to sniffing?
Yeah, we got video of that too. You know what I'm saying? So how was I a legend then, and then now, you know, I'm a failed everything?
Okay, Mac. Here's the thing. I didn't know. I was unaware that him not being on Vlad TV wasn't for his stupid prank. And listen, for the people who want to know about his prank, I went and looked it up yesterday when I made that Instagram clip. And his prank, for all of the things that he, you know, the relationship that he destroyed from it. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see the thumbnail over here. Let me scroll a little bit more so y'all can see the thumbnail. Bong. All right. Thumbnail's a little bit not good for YouTube. All right. When you click on it, I'll show y'all quick fast. When you click on it, it asks you this. Video may be inappropriate for some users. Okay, I'm not going to click on it now because I'm trying to keep this stream monetized right here. However, you did all of that. You did all of that so that you can get put behind an age wall. Stupid. But that's not what it was. That's not what it was. Let me see if I can find Flacco's video. And yes, For anybody out there, so what you doing? A reaction to a reaction?
Hey, we're Moscow.
Yeah, I'm doing a reaction to a reaction. Okay? Shut the fuck up. That's what's happening. I'm going to fast forward though. Okay? Salute to Flacco.
Is currently heating up and hasn't acknowledged that he's sad. Say that Adam is hating on him and hating on what he got going on with Crip Mag.
Stereotypical John voice, like, hey, you know, want to come sit down.
Right here.
So,
to do something right after the slam.
Adam was entertaining this and having China Mac come on to tell his side of the story. Adam has something under his sleeve that nobody knew that he knew. And especially China Mac did.
So let me give you all some context here. Y'all remember the fight that he had with AD, who used to be a No Jumper. AD from No Jumper. Okay? Now AD from Community Clips. Him and AD had a fight over the stupidest thing about China Mac thinking that he owned the food genre. Like, yo, Mac, I did a food show when I was going to test food or eat food at different independent restaurants in Toronto back in 2014. Like, get in line, bro. Like, you're not the originator of an idea on YouTube. Like, you're lame, bro. So, anyhow, him and AD, he started arguing AD about it, and they decided, yo, let's catch the fade over this thing. This whole time, I didn't even realize that was a hoax.
Didn't know that Adam knew this. And that's the fact that Adam knew that this whole situation was fake. Because AD had texted No Jumper group chat and alerted Adam and other employees of No Jumper that China Mac had asked him to fake a fight and fake beef to go viral.
When he faked the fight for AD. And by the way, the reason why we all know that sus, I don't know if you were in the group chat when that actually happened, but AD hit the group chat and said, hey, this is so goofy. China Mac wants me to fake this fight. 2 days later, they're actually faking the fight. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I tried to get AD to admit to it after that, but he never wanted to talk about it afterwards. He was hoping that we would all just kind of forget that he had proposed this idea in the chat.
Adam had no intentions of ever saying anything publicly, and he was just going to roll with the punches. But
Right.
And what happened?
To make sure that it was a fair.
So now China Mac pulled up on Vlad TV and retold the story on Vlad TV.
Fight. So I went to go kick him, and because I felt like, he just slammed my. I really wanted to get something, you know what I'm saying, right there. So I had my opportunity. That was my opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, to put, to do something right after the slam. But before I could get the kick in, like, I was pulled off, right? So, and then they stopped the fight.
Adam felt morally obligated.
So right there, at that point, let's go back to him right here. Let's keep this one right here. At that point, Adam had enough. He saw the Vlad TV interview. China Mac breaks down, in more detail exactly how the fight went. Like, well, what happened was, he tried to kick me, and then I slid, and then I moved here, and I did that. And then the thing is, the fight, the after fight footage, he had like a split lip, so it looked like something did happen. But the whole thing was a hoax. And then this guy went on Vlad TV, his friend, his homie, who in all actuality Vlad TV put China Mac on our radar. Okay? I'm going to speak for all of us. We're not going to act like we were big China Mac fans prior to him going to jail for 10 years and then coming home and doing Vlad TV interviews. Okay? You know what? I'll even start a poll. Right? Let's do that. Juicy Hamburger, what up? Let me do a poll here. Did Vlad TV put us on to China Mac? Remember when China Mac used to say nigga in his raps? I think he actually used to say it in the interviews too. Until like eventually he got enough flack from the audience. You know, the Vlad TV glow up was way too big for him to continue to just run around saying, yeah, my nigga. Yo, I'm from the hood too, so I get the N-word pass. Like, I don't know about that, broski. You Chinese mixed with something? Are you a Blasian? No? Stop saying that, bro. Cut it out. But either way, I'm just saying. I digress. This is what got China Mac popping in the first place. That thumbnail that you see, where is it? Right there in that corner over there. That thumbnail that you see, that watermark, I mean, that's what got China Mac popping out here, in my opinion. Okay, I just pulled up a poll right here. If y'all think differently, let me know. Okay, so for him to turn around, do a whole fake fight, then go back up on this platform that put him on in the first place, and then lie in the man's face, okay, and then turn around and then do a whole prank on Vlad. That's some cokehead activity, bro. I'm sorry. This is the activities. This is the actions of a man who's crashing out for clout. Okay, the clout bug. The clout demon has gotten so far up in him. He's been possessed so much by the clout demon that now he doesn't even have any. He has uncontrollable, or whatever that word is. He can't control his own actions. He can't control his whole body. You know what I'm saying? He's not even moving his own limbs anymore. He's out here just a corpse of himself. He's just a clout demon now, just running around trying to gobble up any clout that he can get. Okay, as far as like the finances with him and him and Crip Mac, that was the most that he was eating. Okay, but I don't think that China Mac is that motivated by the money. Like, obviously he needs the money. He needs to pay for some of these, some of those deliveries. Like, you can't be getting shit on consignment all the time, bro. I did a safe for you last time, bro. Okay, you told me you was gonna have my money the next time I come and drop something off on you, and now you only got half of it and you want more? Come on, bro. What part of the game is that? Okay, these are just in my mind the arguments that China Mac has with his dealer. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you want another front? Don't you do YouTube? I was just on your social blade, bro. You made a lot of money this month. What you mean you need a front? Don't worry, bro. You know I'm good for it, bro. I just got to do a live stream tonight. I got to do a couple of poop. I'm hooking up with China Mac. I need double, with Crip Mac. You know what I'm saying? Me and Crip Mac got to hang out, and you know how that go. Come on, bro. You know I'm good for it. So there's a lot that's been exposed as far as with the whole China Mac thing. And I know that people are going to jump in the comments and be like, oh, you're Adam22 Glazer. You're always defending Adam22. Listen, fam. When what's right is right, bro. I'm not going to say that Adam is right for leaving Crip Mac stranded if he considers Crip Mac a friend. Okay? If that's just somebody that works for him, he's just an employee, they don't have a real close relationship. The man's never been to his house. He didn't invite him to his birthday party. He'd rather invite Blueface to his birthday party than Crip Mac. Okay? So I think that's a testament to what the relationship is between Adam22 and Crip Mac. So he might be getting dragged into being more of a friend than what he actually, thinks he is to Crip Mac. He's like, oh, well, I like the guy. We've made a lot of money together. I've made him a lot of money, and he's made me a lot of money, but we ain't friends like that. Like, calm down. All right? So, listen, man. Salute to both parties. Salute to Crip Mac. Hopefully he can get through his legal issues, because it's not looking good for him, man. I don't even think Adam22 can help him out with this whole 15 years or 10 years that he's looking at, especially with being a repeat felon. But we'll definitely keep you all updated on that. There's a few things that are kind of straight off of this whole Adam22 thing. You know what? Actually, what I'll do before I go into some of these other non-hip hop or non-rapping related people, I want to cover some Toronto topics here, quick, fast. Let us go and take a dive into these Toronto streets. Un momento, gang. Let's pull up something here. Courtesy of Six Sounds, aka Mix Sounds. I seen a post earlier. This is from about 3 days ago. Century, GGG, and 100 have their charges upgraded for the 2022 in Edmonton. Okay. So let's take a look here. So investigators have identified an 8th victim who was struck by fire in a shooting. As a result, the charges against have been revised. All accused men are facing 1 count of first-degree M, aggravated and 7 discharge of firearm with the intent to endanger life and unauthorized possession of a firearm in a motor vehicle. God damn. And this is the article over here from CTV News, Edmonton. 60 or 70 shots fired in Edmonton in a mass shooting event. 2 charged. That's crazy. That's a mod thing. Wow. Listen, man. I'm not going to get too deep into what I think about what these guys did or are alleged of. I'm not going to say did. Alleged of. Okay, my bad. Alleged of. Right? You know, this is based on now their lawyers have to go and deal with whatever they have to do to get these guys free, to prove their innocence if they are innocent. You know, my whole thing is the fact that these guys are artists. They're all part of one crew. There's Century GGG, there's 100 GGG. All those guys have music videos up on Top 5's YouTube channel. And it seems like one by one, they have swept the whole GGG squad. I don't think there's one member of the GGGs that were there from 2020 to now, let's say, that we started seeing pop up on the channel and stuff like that. I think they maybe took out all of the heavy hitters. I'm sure they're still, listen, they're not a small, and I'm not talking about GGG as a gang. I'm talking about just Top 5's crew of people, you know, over there in Lawrence Heights, aka Jungle, like his fam, his peoples. I'm sure that there's not just those guys, the rappers. There's way more, and there's probably up and coming rappers. Who else is left? Juicy Hamburger says everyone is getting locked. Like, when you really think about it, you have Top 5 who's inside right now. Flippa GGG who's inside right now. These two gentlemen, 100. And 100, he popped out on the Rolling Loud show back in 2020. Okay, he Charlie B brought him out. Surprise performance, 100 GGG. I was like, it's lit. This is a good look for him. You know, getting to see that ocean of people out there in the Rolling Loud crowd. And then, you know, Century GGG, I always knew about him. You know, like Top 5 he's mentioned a lot of these guys in Instagram lives. Like, yo, I got all my guys, you know, this guy's next. Like, he's a great promoter when it comes to artists. Okay? He's one of the best promoters in the city, especially when it comes to his own stuff. Like, G41. Yes. Is G41 inside too, fam? Juicy Hamburger, let me know in the comments. Is G41 inside too? Trust me. And there's a doctor says big win for Edmonton police. For now, in the end of the day, it has to be a conviction for it to be a complete W for the police department over there, for the whole justice department over there. Okay? It has to be a conviction, you know, sentence them to life, whatever they're trying to get on these guys, because I'm sure they're trying to look for a life sentence. With these charges being upgraded to what they are now, first degree M, they're going to try to throw the book at these guys. Okay? But it's one thing when it's like one member of the crew, maybe a couple of members of the crew that are dealing with legal issues. You know, if anything, like, you know, if the man them could put their money together from the different legal activities that they do and, you know, put some lawyer money together, we can handle trying to get out 2 guys. Okay? But when it comes to 5, 6 guys from the crew, those legal fees, it starts to add up, fam. That's crazy. Damn, man. Do y'all think that like we've had conversations, big salute to Dusty Wallace. Him and I have had conversations, and I feel like other people have popped up on the podcast and have mentioned the same thing. I'm going to take this poll down here for China Mac. Other people have popped up on the podcast and said that the cops, you know, they have a vendetta against Toronto rappers. Let me ask you guys in the comments. Are Toronto police targeting... Sorry, I got a squiggly. Targeting T.O. rap crews. Because even over this year, or the last couple of years have been a blur, but I've seen like huge bust where they have a whole bunch of different things on the table. Obviously, they always have the guns and, you know, all the different amounts of weights and the cash and all that stuff on the table. And then they'll have the jewelry. And they've had jewelry of rappers who I've seen pop up on my podcast, or, you know, music videos that I've seen. And I'm like, damn, they're getting at them like that? Like, even the rapper pendants? So is it a thing of these guys bringing it on themselves, or do the cops have like a personal vendetta when it comes to Toronto rap? Like, don't like that shit over there. Don't like that shit over there. Right? They can't let it get past a certain level, or they ain't gonna have no control of this. You know what I'm saying? If all these guys who used to be street guys become millionaires now, like, they don't let these niggas get rich. Oh no. Right? Let me know what y'all think in the poll. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments right here. Yardman416 says cops usually don't bring you in unless they got something. That's a fact. But I do think rapping brings a bullseye on them. Also a fact. Yeah. Abdul 2 a.m. says they caught them on the scene with the M weapon. The Toronto police even confirmed that the guns used in the mass shooting were guns related to multiple shootings in Toronto. God damn. They got a lot going on this, eh? They're trying to fry these guys. Yeah, man. Let me see what y'all are saying in the poll here. 4 votes so far. 100%. You know, are Toronto police targeting the Toronto rap crews? 100% of y'all saying yes right now. That's crazy. So there's like no doubt about it that the man them are being targeted. Hey, I feel like it's a bit of both. I feel that there is targeting that goes on, racial profiling, all the different things. They're looking to see if a lot of you rap guys are actually in gangs and stuff like that and not real, just rap crews. So that's a thing. Like, we're not going to act like that's not a thing. Whether we're going to call that targeting or not, or them just trying to do their quote unquote job, I don't know. I don't know where the line is, right? And let's play devil's advocate for a quick second. If you're the cops and you're trying to get crime off the streets and get gangs off the streets and stuff, right? And I'm doing the quotation fingers again, okay? For anybody who's not watching the screen. Because everybody's that I'm talking about is in rap crews. But if cops are trying to get gangs off the street and they think that rap is intertwined with gang violence and ray-tay-tay, and rappers don't make it easier when they're jumping online saying I'm smoking on this, smoking on that person, and the people that they're talking about are deceased, whether they're responsible for the bodies or not. Okay? And I'm not saying with these gentlemen here, I'm just saying in general, because there's a lot of guys who will jump online and be like, I'm smoking on so-and-so, I'm smoking on so-and-so, and they wasn't nowhere near where that person was when the body dropped. Okay? They were in a complete different city. They actually have an alibi. They were hanging out with their girl, chilling. For real. But when they found out that one of their ops were deceased, they're like, I'm smoking at such and such pack. Now, putting the attention on themselves. Like, are you one of the suspects? Like crazy shit. It don't even make sense to me. Far less more than if you are, allegedly responsible for any of the bodies, and then you're like, I'm smoking on them. I don't know which one is crazier. Knowing that in the back of your mind you're responsible for the body, and then you get on Instagram or you get on whatever platform and you're like, ha ha ha, I'm smoking such and such strain. Or not even being responsible for the body and then still jumping on Instagram and being like, ha ha ha, let's make fun of this person's death. Both of them are crazy. But I can't even, with the way that the whole clout game has been just turned into a whole other thing, I don't know which one is crazier. Whether you actually have the body or you didn't, and you're still on the gram talking about it. We're not even talking about people who are like, oh, he just got punched up. We're talking about people who are deceased. And niggas are relishing, laughing at the shit. Okay? So if there is some kind of like target that maybe the boy them might have, part of that's kind of brought on themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of making the job easier. If there's a social media department over at the police station, they don't have to work that hard. We also have to keep in mind a lot of these police that be out here, they're like 20-something years old. They're like 22. Some of these new ones, 25, 26. They're on the gram watching you before they even got the job. So when they get in the station now, they're like, oh, I know who's up in the mix. I know who's doing what. And guess what? Now I got the job to do something about it. Like, what? And they're a fan. Mud thing. That's a mud thing.
Mud thing. Thinking of mud thing.
Imagine that. The nigga's a fan of your music, pulls you over because he's been listening to your shit for so long, so intently. He knows all about your life story, all types of shit, that it makes it even easier for him to find you when it's time to arrest you. Holy shit.
Martin, thinking of Martin.
That's crazy. I'm like having an epiphany over here, fam. Wow. And then they go home. Yo, Ghost 33 says, imagine boy them face when they gals playing top 5. Fam, they're going home to their girl and bragging. Yo, guess who I arrested today? A lie. And their girl speaks like that too. A lie. You met him? Yeah, fam. I had to put the cops on him. Right? Getting real Toronto accenty when they get home. Go back to the station. Hey, sir, how you doing? You know, doing a procedure 13, 4415, and whatever the frick these guys say. You know what I'm saying? Code switch real quick. Get back home to Shorty. Yo, Shorty, guess who I arrested today? Holy, for real? For real. Fam, you were just playing his music on when you were getting ready this morning. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Videos on repeat at the crib while they're putting on the police uniform, yo. Come outside. Come outside. You know, putting on the little police hat there, whatever they call that little hat. Your niggas ain't gangbang, you know, come outside. Like, put it on their little black Ray-Bans or whatever they wear. Crazy. Yo, listen, I'm making jokes or whatever, but in the end of the day, this does happen. All right? Take that in for a second. There's a cop who's at home getting ready to go on his shift, on a night shift right now, and he's like, real niggas going, real bitches going strip, real niggas going grab to this, pop, pop, pop. You know the real, getting hype, putting on his uniform. You know the dog's a demon. You know what I'm saying? Getting all hype, putting on the blue. Oh, I'm like, going out, I'm gonna arrest some niggas tonight. You know that the dog's and the demon. See y'all now. What? Puts on his Ray-Bans. Jumps in the car. Soon as he comes out, whoop, whoop, finds somebody to arrest. He's hyped now. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Wrote the success of Friday's Painting movie. Yo, Director X, make that a scene in your next flick, yo. The cops at home getting ready to go on his shift. You know the dogs and the demons. See you later, Cleveland. She says she can't work on her reds. I told that broke bitch, shut up. I told that dumb bitch, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Putting on his combat boots. I told that dumb bitch, shut up. Just getting hype for his shift, yo. Gonna arrest 30 niggas tonight. Watch when I get outside. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how mans are like, yo, when I get outside, I'm gonna nip up the whole block, fam. Yo, I got the bling tonight, fam. I'm gonna get all the fiends. The cops on the reverse, they're like, yo, watch when I get outside tonight. I'm gonna arrest mad niggas. Ain't nobody gonna get away with shit when I touch road tonight, fam. You know what I'm saying? The life of a Toronto cop.
Martin, thinking of Martin.
Holy smokes. Toronto cop goes outside on 100, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to gurks one of these young boys if they think you could run away from me. I seen you trying to sell that thing, bro. Get over here. Holy. But yo, man, salute to these young gentlemen here. I got sidetracked real quick. You know what I'm saying? I got sidetracked. Salute to these young gentlemen here. Hopefully, you know, they're innocent of the charges that they're going through right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as the poll, and what y'all believe as far as our Toronto police targeting the TO rap crews. 91% says yes. Only 9% ain't buying it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, listen. And Road to Success just said here, great skit idea. Okay, yo, a man like Joseph, them dogs, all y'all niggas right there. If y'all see this live here and you want to use that skit, listen, just holler at the bro. You don't have to give me no big credit or anything like that. Just holler at me. Incorporate me in the skit somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Just don't make me the cop. Okay? Please. I'm not playing no cop in the skit. Maybe. Let's stay in Toronto for a quick second before we delve back out. It's a Toronto network. I feel sometimes I stay on some American topics, and there's a lot of different things to cover over there in the United States of America. But, gotta show love over here in Toronto. Fresh and Fit is live. After Hours with Neon. We'll get to Fresh and Fit in a second. Sorry, I just see the notification pop up on my phone here. So I'm back here on 6 Sounds. It says Moula first superfan presses Charlie B in public for the Rolling Loud controversy. Ooh la la.
Moula. I got Charlie B. Got the drop. Brampton.
You turn this up.
Airport. Queen. Charlie B. What's good, dog? Yo, Moula. I got.
Why is he calling Moula's name like as if Moula's in the store?
Got him right here, yo.
Oh, he's letting him know via the phone, like, hey, Moula, I got him right here. So you're gonna do something about it?
Charlie B's a coward. Coward.
Is he hearing this nigga?
Yo, Charlie B, what's good, doc?
Oh yeah, he did hear him. What? Look, he did look at him. Okay. Let me make sure this is proper. Let's superimpose this a little bit more here, gang. Bong. Bong. Let's dissect.
What's poppin'? Why you blocking Moula like that? What's good?
Right away when he heard that, he was like, oh. Listen, fam, I'm just here in Home Hardware or wherever this is. I'm just trying to get some shit and get out of here, man. Like, bruh.
Moula. I got Charlie B. Got the drop. Brampton. Airport. Queen. Charlie B. What's good, dog? Yo.
Listen, with all due respect to this guy, why you do this, bro?
Moula. I got him right here, yo.
Is that Charlie B's homie next to him?
Charlie
too?
B's a coward. Coward.
He ain't even in there by himself. Charlie B ain't in there by himself. Okay? And listen, I'm going to say once again, with all due respect, because I know the nigga who filmed this is going to see this and is going to be like, Friday, who you think you are, fam? Yo, you think you're sick? Just calm down, okay, bro? Or you might not say that. I might be, predicting. I might be projecting, as they say.
Yo, Charlie B was.
So, I guess he's pressing him because he feels that Charlie B got him off or pause, is responsible for getting Moula First removed from Rolling Loud. Okay? Now, we have to go back in history and back in time with the whole Moula First, Rolling Loud. Let's see. Moula First, day 2. Let's go search through my own channel here and see if I can find this. Here we go. Found it. Found
I
it.
hate Whitten and Lublin for helping him.
Look at me
in their-
with the ads. Monetized. 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 You niggas know monetized. You don't monetize.
It's 1 week you drop 4.
Hold on.
Percentage of a storefront somewhere.
Are y'all good now though? You and Six Bloods?
Six Bloods. I beat him. He didn't win against me in that club.
Rolling Loud. Because another post. And you made it into
My
merch
color
too.
correction's off in this.
I made it into designer.
Rolling Loud, day 2 and 3. There will be no day 2 and 3. That's what you said.
Journalism.
That's what you said? Why is that, fam? What's going on day 1?
Journalism.
Here's what's gonna happen.
I put in more work than VC.
We love hip
Chris Bosh, DeMar, and Kyle Lowry. Don't worry, Toronto has me. There will be no day 2 or day 3.
Okay.
So this is what sparked off the whole thing. All right. I'm not even gonna take it on my back and be like, it was over on the We Love Hip Hop Network. He was already saying this. This is why I asked him about it in the interview. Okay, he was already talking about there will be no day 2 or day 3. And everybody knew, or I guess I thought everybody knew, that he was talking about he's gonna shut it down so crazy with his live performance, figuratively, okay, that by the end of it, nobody will care about day 2 or day 3. Not literally like there's going to be something, we're going to shoot this bitch up or we're going to bomb the place after or something. No, there's not going to be any bad things happening, no physical harm, nothing like that. I'm just going to kill the stage. I'm going to get up on the mic and hold on. I'm going to kill it on stage, like, you know, like a rapper. Okay. So I think that a lot of people think that because of this rant, because of his rhetoric that he was going with the day 2 or day 3, is the reason why Moula First was removed off of Rolling Loud. I don't know. It's possible. Listen, it's very possible. I'm super inclined to believe that this is a heavy part of the reason, because the staff was being too sensitive. They might have been like, oh man, I don't know. This is the first time that we're doing this over here in Toronto. This might be an issue. You know, if, we got guys like this talking, and he has a pretty big following. Doesn't Drake follow him? Like, oh my God. Oh, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might have been concerned. This might be a thing. However, it might not be a thing. They might have just been like, we can't see it right now. There's not really any room in the bill for him. We have all these other acts booked. It might be a logistical. It might be a logistical issue. Okay, just to give the benefit of the doubt. All right, even though it's Rolling Loud, they're rich, they don't need the benefit of the doubt. But just to play devil's advocate, let's say maybe it was a logistical issue. But let's say it's not. Okay, let's say yes. They heard all of this stuff. They heard him, putting in his music videos. They seen the merch and all that.
I
drop. And then they
Let me ask
seen
you about
this.
Rolling Loud, because day 2 and 3, there will be no day 2 and 3. That's what you said. That's what you said? Why is that, fam? What's going on day 1?
Here's what's gonna happen.
I put in more work than VC. Chris Bosh, DeMar, and Kyle Lowry. Don't worry, Toronto has me. There will be no day 2 or day 3.
So this is from a song, okay? This is not rhetoric in an interview. This is from a song. He's reciting the lyrics. The flow pattern is there from a lyric. This is from Western Conference, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Now, let's say they looked at all of this information, all of this, content and said, you know what? This guy is kind of problematic. He might be a problem. To put it on Charlie B is what I have the issue with. Okay? And I'm not here to defend Charlie B or anything like that. But Charlie B, he was known, I guess, at the time to have been put into position to be one of the people who's helping to curate the show. He obviously had his own set in the Rolling Loud show. He was helping to make sure that you separate the artist. This is what we were told. This is not what was confirmed, but this is what we were told. That Charlie B was an integral part in making the show lineup Ray Tay Tay. Okay? But and you know what? I'll even shoot some more bail. Let's say that's true. You're the guy who's in charge of putting this whole thing together as far as the Toronto acts. We're depending on you to book the right guys, make sure that nothing happens when we do this thing over here in Toronto, or we're never coming back. And then you see the rhetoric. Now they turn around and say, hey, Charlie B, you need to take this guy out of the show. You need to let him know, or actually we're going to let him know. You don't even need to say nothing. We're going to go let him know that he's out of the show. However, Charlie B's name has now been attached. And I'm digging deep into the devil's advocacy right now, okay? I'm digging. Charlie B being connected to knowing that everybody, he's the guy who's bringing this all together, or at least bringing the Toronto acts together. Oh, salute to Charlie B. Oh, that's so great. That's so great. Right? His name being on there, period, now because of this. Anything that happens Toronto related, we're going to look and be like, oh, this nigga Charlie. Oh, I knew I couldn't trust him. Oh, Charlie B done screwed us over. Oh, God damn. How you do that to us? Yo, fam, I thought you were here for the culture. Right? He could have been at home like, what? You took Moula first off the show? Holy shit. Damn. You didn't even talk to me about it. Damn. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody who has a Toronto police account in here. Oh, shit. He said he was a security threat. We've been watching you the whole time, Friday. Talking about these Toronto rappers. He was a security threat. We had information that he had a bomb. But yeah, Charlie might have not even known that the man got taken off the show. Okay. I haven't spoken to him personally about that. Maybe pull up on an interview. Maybe we can get more information. Okay. Just saying. But maybe he didn't even know that Moula first got taken off. But because his name is attached to the thing, we're going to look at him anyway. Oh, Charlie, you couldn't have prevented that? Why couldn't you talk to these white people and try to get us back on the show, fam? What's wrong with you, fam? Right? So, listen, man. I don't think that it's necessary for Moula's fans to be out here bothering Charlie B's day. Man's obviously out here just trying to live his life. This life beyond being on this Instagram streets, being in the rap game. Like, man has a real personal life, fam.
What's poppin'? Why you blocking Moula like that? What's good?
And last thing on this here, okay? Again, with all due respect, my guy, you wasn't gonna do nothing to the guy, bro. Like, I know you're trying to film, you're gonna get a little clout bonus, clout boost. You know what I'm saying? More clout. You know what I'm saying? You get a little clout boost off of this. But you wasn't going to do nothing to Charlie B. Like, him and his homie were there. Unless it was you and like 3 of your mans and them that were behind him. The homie that he's walking with, I've seen this nigga. He's not no little nigga, bro.
Moula. I got Charlie B. Got the drop.
Y'all gonna mess around and make Charlie B slap the snot out of one of y'all niggas one day.
Airport, Queen. Charlie B. What's good, dog?
Leave Charlie alone, man. Salute to Charlie B, man. Where are we at here on time? Holy smokes, I'm there in time. I didn't even get into this fresh and fit stuff yet. God damn. Man, short. Holy. Okay. Actually, let me not do that. I almost just raw dog open Twitter. You never do that on a live. Okay? Anybody out there, let me give you all a quick word of advice. Never, ever, ever, when you're doing a live stream, should you ever, ever, ever just open Twitter without doing a quick review of what you may see first. All right? You will get your shit demonetized. You'll get your channel taken the hell down. All right? Open up Twitter and see a whole open poom poom right there on the screen. Like, whoa. Ayo. Well, not ayo, but not now. So I'm posting here above my head here a tweet from the Hezzy, aka Andrew Schultz. Big salute to Schultzy. All right. That's the guy. He's been over here in Toronto. He has ties to Toronto. All right. You know, let me give Myrone Gaines a follow quick fast. He had a girlfriend over here in Toronto years ago. He's a married man now, but I've been listening to Brilliant Idiots probably about almost 10 years, maybe 10 years, almost 10 years. Okay. And he's told stories. He had a girl that was living over, or maybe still lives here in Toronto. Sarah, actually, I've been listening to these niggas, yo. So he's been coming back and forth to Toronto from New York, Toronto to New York, to come see his chick at the time. I think that was even his fiance. So he got Toronto ties. He's come over here to Toronto and done multiple shows on his come up. And now over the years of Guy Code, Brilliant Idiots, all that, Flagrant 2, he's one of the biggest comedians in the world. Okay. So I want to give a big salute to Andrew Schultz before we even get into all that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? The Hezzy. So he tweets here, Myrone, you are a sensitive, talentless, bottom-feeding grifter. Your life's work is renting women and regurgitating other people's talking points. Your arms are not developed enough for your shirt to wear, for the shirt you wear, and your co-host is pimping you. Merry Christmas. Okay. And this is a post here. Andrew Schultz and Akash Singh are some of the biggest snakes on YouTube. F them and their whole weird flagrant. This guy has to go extra all the time, bro. So he responded, and let me make sure I get the times correct on this. So yeah, the 19th. Okay, so grifter, and y'all can see that on the screen here. Okay, good, nice. Grifter. I've saved thousands of men from suicide, helped them get in shape, invest to create wealth, attract their dream girl, and live better lives. What have you done? Be born with a silver spoon in your mouth and tell shitty jokes with your pussy co-host. Okay, now he goes into more. Myrone Unleashed. Holy smokes. We have the same platform size, and we've only been on YouTube for 3 years. Unlike you, we didn't have to suck any industry dick from Joe Rogan or Charlemagne to grow. Okay? since my arms aren't developed, how about you stop being an internet tough guy and put on your boxing gloves? Let's see how many jokes you can make with a swollen face. Myrone Gaines. Why does it always have to go to threats right away when it comes to Myrone and responding to anything? Okay? And what he was responding to, if I can show y'all quick fast here with the
Yo, what's that different monetization strategies?
Nah, hold on, man. I don't like how y'all. I feel like y'all been. You
brought him up. I ain't bring him up. You brought him up. Don't be upset at us for shit you bring up.
Y'all praying on my man's downfall.
Praying on downfall. You asked me if we watched their podcast. I'm a 40-year-old man who's happy. Why would I watch that podcast?
That's a crazy shot.
I only watch it when I'm fighting with my wife. I'll be like, these guys get me. These guys understand, bro. They understand women.
4 days every month that I watch that shit probably.
When you want Yo,
4 days every month.
On the red days. On the red days.
Red day, I'm red pill.
You love hip
Can you
hop.
still watch it? Do they have their own website? Or how do you
YouTube still? What do you think?
With my wife. I'll be like, these guys get me. These guys understand, bro. They understand women.
4 days every month that I watch that shit probably.
When you want Yo,
4 days every month.
Ack was out here defending them to the death.
Red day, I'm red pill.
No, but for real, can you still watch it? Do they have their own website? Or how do you
it's
watch
on
the
YouTube
pod?
still. What do you think it's at?
I thought the podcast got taken off YouTube.
No, got demonetized.
Andrew knows that they're still on YouTube.
What does that mean?
Flat out, and I don't care.
So here's the thing. I can understand why Andrew wants to take some shots at them because, one, they're comedians. You know what I'm saying? So they're always going to be making some jokes as far as, or they're always going to be doing things in the name of comedy, basically. However, Fresh and Fit is still doing okay. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and shit on those guys and act like they were completely zooked and, nuked off of YouTube. I mean, and, they're flatlined out here. They're still out here doing their Rumble thing. Obviously, they're not anywhere close to where Flagrant is, right? But when it comes to this whole dissing, content creators who have lost their platforms, and there's a few of them, okay? The whole red pill community, one by one, they've been getting taken out. Not even just the red pill communities. There's the red pill quote unquote grifters, the ones who come in and out of the red pill communities, like the Sneekos of the world and different people like that, who have been eliminated off of YouTube. Like Aiden Ross is not like a YouTube guy anymore. He's a Kick guy. Okay. And it's not because of the ideology. Don't get that twisted. A lot of people think about this whole red pill ideology and they'll think, okay, well, they got taken off because of their misogynistic views. No, it's because they say a whole bunch of other shit that has nothing to do with their red pill stuff. Okay? Entertainment said Pearl, right? Just Pearly things. She's a big red pill, pick me, all the different things that they call her. It's not because she thinks that women shouldn't vote and all the different things that's the reason they took her off of YouTube. It's because she's singing songs against the Jews. She's, getting into debates with people who have been completely canceled off of YouTube, like Nick Fuentes and stuff like that. Like, she's really, really teetering and pushing the line, or was, because I'll say was, because she's out of here now. She's pushing the line when it comes to what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do on YouTube. And Fresh and Fit, same thing. Okay? When these guys put on the braid wig or the dread wig, and Myrone was, I'm not even going to do the reenactment of him doing the monkey noises and stuff like that when he was talking to Preach from Abba and Preach, like, and then double down on, even if it was on Sneeko's Rumble, you doubled down and went crazy with the hood on. I'm trying to find the right words. I don't want to use words that are going to go against YouTube's TOS. Okay. But they had the white hood with the cutouts and stuff. Like, he went crazy on his podcast. Like, they went crazy. Okay. So when they go super nuclear on their networks, and then YouTube decides to get them out of there, they can't turn around and blame the Matrix. However, comedians are not exempt. Comedians push the line in the name of comedy. They say wild things. They all laugh and they joke about it. You know, I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. I'm listening to an episode right now. Save Our Parks Part 1 I'm listening to, actually. Okay. Let me just make sure I can. Who's on this episode here? So Shane Gillis, Mark Norman, and Ari Shaffir. Okay, and Joe Rogan all together, jokes back and forth, like it's funny, all in fun, all in comedy. And some of those jokes are a little bit pushing the line. Okay. And I don't think these guys feel that way when they're talking about, especially like they're saying some wild Jewish jokes and stuff like that. Okay. But it's all comedy. However, I'm talking about somebody who doesn't upload to YouTube anymore. Joe Rogan doesn't upload to YouTube. He has his Joe Rogan clips, obviously. Okay. So you'll see clips, the JRE clips channel, clips here and there every day, but not like them really going in, really getting their jokes off. Like, you're not going to have that up on YouTube anymore. Okay. So when it comes to Shulz and the Flagrant Gang and all these different people, Two Bears in a Cave with Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer and all these different guys who are out there getting crazy money right now in the podcast space and the stand-up comedy space, they're not exempt from YouTube's TOS. So I don't think that they should be laughing so quickly, even though I understand they're at a comedy podcast. But you shouldn't be laughing at man's downfalls when it comes to specifically getting demonetized or getting taken off of YouTube. Okay? Because in the end of the day, yes, they were demonetized off of YouTube, but they're still there. Okay? And it's wild. I feel like I'm like in the Twilight Zone. I'm defending Fresh and Fit. Like that's crazy. But they could have just rolled over and died. Okay, it seems like Pearl did that. When's the last time y'all seen Pearl upload some shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're still popping up in the algorithm for a channel that's demonetized. They're putting out so much content that YouTube really has no choice but to like put them into suggestions. Okay? And don't get me wrong. Sorry, I think I had a booger in my nose. Let me make sure I do. Don't get me wrong. YouTube could demonetize your channel, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to run ads. Okay? As a channel that has been demonetized in the past, we're monetized now. Okay? But we got demonetized twice this year. And both times, the only thing that the audience wasn't allowed to do was super chats and different features like that where you can directly do things, not do things, pause. You can directly interact with the creator, okay? And thank you for the super chats, you know what I'm saying? What's the Dirt sent one, Don't be shy to do the same, you know what I'm saying? Dark Dream sent one earlier. We like donations around here. They go to a good cause, you know what I'm saying? But that was the only feature that you weren't allowed to use. Donations as well. Okay, you can do donations on the YouTube and stuff as well. However, you didn't not like if you didn't have YouTube Premium, like I don't, you didn't not see ads on any of the We Love Hip Hop videos that were being uploaded during that time. The only thing that maybe tipped people off is the members. Their membership got they got demembered, I guess, for lack of a better term. Like, their membership just ended all of a sudden, and you started noticing, wait a minute, there's no $sign button for super chats and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to watch a video and 5 ads run on the video, doesn't mean that that creator is not demonetized. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, entertainment. Discontinued. They just discontinue your membership. Boom, just like that. Right? But it doesn't mean that that creator is not demonetized if you're seeing ads. It's just they're not paying you for the ads anymore. That's the thing. YouTube will still run ads on your video. They'll find some low-level advertiser, somebody who's like, yeah, sure, we'll put our legal ads or something on these miscreants videos, right? But you just can't have none. Okay? So I do rate what Fresh and Fit did because they said, you know what? Even though we're not getting paid off of YouTube anymore, we'll still upload. We'll still be there consistently. People can still find us. They can go to our Rumble. They can go to all these different places and donate through there, Cash App, all these different options. And they kept it moving. Because at any time, any place, any day, this could be any of us online. I'm letting you know we've been demonetized twice. And we don't say the content that I upload is nowhere close to a problem as much as Fresh and Fit has been in. You know what I'm saying? We have never had guests that said something as wild as what Fresh and Fit is, or actions running around the friggin' studio with a wig on their head and doing monkey noises. Like, that don't happen at the We Love Hip Hop Studios. I'm sorry. Like, I never cut any content like that out. It just doesn't happen. But they'll still look and say, you know what? And we don't even have close to the amount of subscribers. But anybody can get it. That's all I'm saying. So salute to Andrew Schultz. They're going to keep on beefing into the holidays for sure. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got motion, run with it. However, end of the day, I wouldn't be laughing at these guys' downfall. Like, you got to chill on that. I'm not feeling that part there, Schultzy. You know what I'm saying? You're bigger than that, Schultzy. You're bigger than that, Hezzy. We believe in you over here in Toronto, fam. Don't go for the low-hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give them a little 1-2 jabby jab, but don't laugh at them not having monetization, because if that turns around and happens to you guys, with the amount of traction that you guys get, that's going to be like a punch in the gut right there, fam. Trust me. Jimmy Iovine says Fresh and Fit deserves to be laughed at. Listen, fam, I'm not acting like they don't bring a lot of this stuff onto themselves. Like, they're not moving the most mature. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't like laughing at anybody's downfall. When I covered this here, I wasn't like, ha 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 ha, ding dong, Fresh and Fit is dead. Like, I wasn't doing that. Like, it was like, damn, that sucks for you guys. Like, you brought it on yourself, yes, but that sucks for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I think I got it for topics. There might be one more thing I want to cover. Oh, I'll cover one more thing here. Okay? Just one last thing, gang. Okay? I know we've been out here for a minute. But I need to let you guys know, I'm going to go on my Instagram page. Follow me on Instagram, Friday Ricky Dread. Or follow the We Love Hip Hop page, We Love Hip Hop Network. There's a new fake Drake in these streets. Okay? I don't know if you guys remember the old fake Drake. What was his name? Eazy Drake? Okay? So there's a new fake Drake out here. I'm telling you, just like the end of the year, got to get all that sop up all that clout, like some bread on gravy. You know what I'm saying? Sop up all the clout, clout. Right? Everybody got to get in on something before the end of the year. This is copyright. There's music playing here, so I'm not going to play it all the way through. Hold on. Girls are liking it. That look like Drizzy? Hold on, I'm not even freaking showing it here. My bad, gang. My bad. Let's run it again. Did that look like Drake? Because some people in the comments were like, wait a minute, that is Drake. Right? But then I looked and I said, wait a minute. Not to be like like looking at man too close, pause, right? Like, but I'm like, wait a minute, did that nigga gotta like? This guy's a little bit chunkier than the Drake that I be seeing over there and running around Turks and Caicos. And isn't he in Turks and Caicos? How you in two places at once, fam? How you do that? Is this in Turks and Caicos? There's like, you know, you got to give the benefit of the doubt a little bit. He looks way more like Drake than the Eazy Drake. Right? Road to success of Weight Watchers Drake. He's the Drake and Khaled mix. Holy smokes. But he do kind of look like Drake. Actually, now when I see his face from the front, pause. He looks like an Arab guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not even black. I got to do a comparison to this guy and Eazy Drake. Remember Eazy Drake? Does that guy still have an Instagram account? Let me take a look here quick fast. Eazy Drake. Because remember Eazy Drake, he was running around. He found like a Lil Durk lookalike as well. He was out here trying to get a bag. Damn, bro, where you at, fam? He was out here. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to give him a quick. Let's see how good his algorithms are. Fake Drake. Let's see if he gets to be the one that pops up in the search now. Oh, you know why though? Because this nigga had a whole no jumper interview and shit, man. Look at this guy. The man got up on no jumper. This is when he was trying to run the Drake with the this is the CLB Drake, okay, with the heart in his hair. So he was like, all right, Drake's running with the heart in his hair. I kind of look sort of, he don't even look nothing like this nigga. What the hell, man? Holy smokes. Now when we look back in time, back in the Clout hemisphere, in the Clout sphere, right? In the Cloudiverse. Now that we go back in time, in our Clout vortex, this nigga and this nigga don't look anything alike. All right? I don't even know how he ran for that long. That's actually brilliant that this nigga was able to run with this fake Drake persona for that long, because that nigga looks way less than Drake than this guy right here. And it says, finesse the club for 5K. This is not even Drake. So the man's already profiting. And if you remember what happened last time, okay? And I know Drake has a whole story with Metro Boomin and who tweeted what and Ray Tay Tay, okay? You know, I'll play quick fast, all right? Don't worry, gang. Listen, I keep up with everything that's going on with the boy too, but there's a lot of things that are going on in the scene, fam. Okay? There's a lot. All right? And part of this little thing here with him going back and forth with Metro Boomin, that kind of pissed me off still. I'm not gonna lie, fam. Okay? If we could just divert to the side quick fast. Is that this? Is this. Right here.
To the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomachs, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? You guys, that's what I thought. No, that's what I thought.
Okay, that's why I'm leaving that alone, fam. The man can't stop encourage the bullshit, bro. It's like he can't stop, bro. Holy. About sick to my stomach, fam. Okay, we staying on fake Drake now. Okay? Right there for that sick to my stomach, fam. We're staying on fake Drake now, nigga. Cut it out, Drake. Stop playing games, bro. I know you see some of these streams and shit too, bro. Stop playing games, fam. I know you playing, fam. I know you're a master of the internet, okay? I know you know how to get your troll game on from Hip Hop Canada times. I understand, but cut it out, fam. Encouraging the effery, bro. We staying on fake Drake now. But I say that to say, last time with the other Drake, the fake Drake, he gave him a sort of cease and desist. I wouldn't say an accurate cease and desist, but he told him, yo, fam, don't do that again. Okay? Fake Drake wanted to fight him. I think he wanted to have a boxing match, and he said, yo, if you win, then I'll stop using your name. Okay? And if I win, then you got to sign me to OVO. Remember that? That was the whole thing. But this guy right here, right now he got 5K. You might have to stomp in that quick fast. And listen, I'm not trying to mess up your bag here, new Drake, okay? New freak. I'm not trying to mess up your bag, okay? But if you see the pattern that happened the last time, all the folly, all of the whole bullish, all of the clout train that came after, you know, finding a fake Dirk. I don't know who is he gonna find. Don't make this guy go find a fake 6ix9ine and start hanging out fake Drake and fake 6ix9ine. Okay, nip it in the bud, bro. Okay, just trying to let you guys know this is happening. It's happening right now. Nip it in the bud, bro, before this gets out of control. Okay, just letting you know, fam. Just a quick message. You know what I'm saying? I think I got enough here, fam. It's getting late. Holy smokes. Just about almost 4 days till Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be getting another episode in this weekend. So we're definitely going to be giving you an episode on Monday morning for the Christmas gang. Okay, so salute to all the people who are going to be off on the holidays. Salute to all the people who are going to be with their families. I'm not going to do a whole long, thank you to all. I'm not going to do that now. We still got another live that's going to be going down, at least one more before the end of the year. And maybe we'll do a New Year's roundup. And we're going to get a couple more episodes in before the New Year as well. So big salute to Dusty Wallace. Look out for the new episode dropping tomorrow with Honcho Hoodlum. 1 second. And man, y'all have a good night. But I'll see y'all in a quick minute. Until then, we are off.